You cross your T's, you got your I's. The YT race are powerful, vicious people. They're a vicious race because they're
diabolical.
They got man. You don't want to get a YT person afraid because when they get afraid,
they start killing people.
Somebody can get
honestly, they even got that from Africa. That's that Berber blood.
I was gonna say, brother, I can't agree with you on that.
Somebody's unalive. If you get them fearful enough, they will drop a bomb on you.
Brother, just ask Hiroshima.
But they got that from the Moors. That's who enslaved them first. That's where they got the idea from.
Because when it comes to WAR and politics, they run that. They know
but when they start
telling me that the Europeans have not contributed anything.
Powerful tool, but no,
they've contributed extreme violence to the world, brother.
Right?
That's what they've contributed to the world.
Extreme violence.
You telling me that they're not responsible for industrialization?
No.
I got you.
They're not responsible for industrialization.
You know where they got industrialization from? Hold on. You know where they got it from? It's a guy named George Washington Carver.
No.
Friends with Henry Ford. And he said, hey, if you want to make more vehicles and fast, you need to do it this way. It's called
the assembly line. The assembly line.
And everything, bro.
That kick-started the industrialization of America.
That's how it started for us, partner.
Every single business format that you can think of.
Yeah, this man too much a round of applause.
Hold on. That's why Africa haven't learned industrialization yet, because they don't have a George Washington Carver.
That's ridiculous.
Because America taking all the genius out of the country.
Nigerians have proven themselves.
Are they taking it out of the country, or are they leaving the country and coming to America?
Exactly. Like they can stay. Nobody making them come.
What country are you trying to come to? You trying to come to?
Listen.
Nobody from America is trying to go nowhere else.
I'm gonna ask you.
Y'all like to talk about
okay, guys, but yeah, big time.
Hey guys,
here's my thing. I would never try to discredit you guys. Just as much as you guys have not discredited the things that we did. But at the same time, to say all this, you guys should be the one running the country if this was the case.
Yes,
but
you know why we not running the country? I can tell you why we not running.
200 million non-Africans to the country.
I'm gonna tell you why we not running the country, because we too nice to gatekeep. That's why we not running the country. We give everything to everybody. Yeah. If we were more racist, it would all go down. Why you think they hate FBA so much? They're like, we'll separate.
Of white tea, we are still, our spirits still got to be clean when we walk to the other side. And I just
run the live, Kevin. Run the live.
Like I said, I love you, brothers and sisters, but I have to disagree strongly with you guys on this one.
It's okay.
Which one?
Much of what is being said. I mean, say for example, we understand there is a system of oppression, but you do have certain black groups that come here and thrive. Like say for example, much like the Indians are doing right now, nobody can hold them back. Much like the Chinese are doing.
Have any of their cultures been attacked by the United States government and or white supremacist regimes where they have had a chance
India
to
was
build?
Colonized for a very long time. Part of the reason why
you
England
said
is the way
here.
that it is.
You said you said they came here and they succeeded.
Yes,
and I'm saying to you, when they come here and they succeed, nowhere in their history can they say that they have been attacked by the United States government and or, for lack of a better way, them 3Ks. They cannot say that. They've been allowed to succeed.
Yes.
They've been allowed to prosper.
Not all of them, though. Can we talk about Japan? Korea? Can we talk about?
And I will say again, when did those cultures in America get their financial basis attacked?
To be honest with you, I think we also have to acknowledge, as far as I'm concerned, there's no special group on this here earth. We all human beings, and we all contribute to this.
No, I ain't agreeing with that at all, brother.
Life.
I am not agreeing with that at all. And I'm not a religious person, but even the Bible tells you that.
I mean, I don't have to say that's
what the Bible tell you.
That's what losers say in the
God's
Bible.
chosen people shall be slaves for 400
themselves.
years in a foreign land.
Every group have proven themselves. You have different empires at different times.
And everybody on the planet knows this, even your YT brothers. The most unique people on planet Earth are foundational Black Americans. No one.
That's a lie.
Most copied, most hated.
No one has went through
That's a lie.
Guys.
And thrived like we did. Where is your 2.5?
That's all lies.
Yeah, it is not though.
Okay, well,
if you want to take that route, if you want to take that route, the richest Black person on earth is a Nigerian.
It's a Nigerian.
What are you talking about?
Selling concrete. We know.
Okay, but I mean, he's just one man, though. I mean, if you put all of our wealthiest Blacks together,
he's not the only billionaire in Nigeria. I'm sure you're aware of that.
I got a question.
Who else do you have?
Okay, wait, let's not overtalk each other. Let's not overtalk each other.
Since we're having a pissing contest, do you have more billionaires than us? And we're only 43 million. You're 200 million in Nigeria.
Reason why you guys have more
billionaires do you have versus our 43 million?
We have 1 billion. We actually have two. Actually,
we have more than that, man. We have at least 10.
But then,
11,
for a country
12,
that has a very
13,
significantly lower GDP
Thank
than
you.
you guys,
Thank you.
for a country that has a very lower GDP than you guys,
Thank you.
Why do you have a lower
to be a billionaire in a country like that?
In history?
Hold on.
Wow.
200 million and 43 million.
No, okay. That's what I'm saying.
Million.
If you're taking that route for a third world country to have the richest Black men in the world, how does that?
Seriously.
If you're taking that route,
No, I can't shoot y'all no bill.
By a long shot, too much. By a long shot.
I can't shoot y'all no bill because what y'all don't understand is America used to be that third world country. We're a new country. You know who made this the number one GDP?
Years old.
Hold on, you know
over 400 years old.
Listen,
60.
Listen, but the land is not.
Well, the country is.
The tribes are not. The tribes are older than 60 years old.
The tribes are older, but then the United States. Are we talking about country now or the tribes?
Hold on. Let me show you. Her name is 𝗤𝗏𝗄𝗏 𝗔𝗂𝗁, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
He has 13.9 billionaires. You know, Robert.
You late. It's been updated.
What's it updated to?
He has a refinery. His refinery alone is worth 20 billion.
Okay, he has 13.9 billion. You know who's right next to him? You know who's right next to him? A foundational Black American.
He's at 27 billion. You're looking at all the information.
At 12 billion.
But
Too
then
much.
He's still the
He's
first,
at 27 billion. You're looking at all information.
Okay, brother, even if it's slightly older, and we'll accept your 27. That FBA brother that's right up under him, does that count?
He's not right up
No.
there. You know that FBA has what, 12 billion maybe?
Hold on, check this out. You know who's up under him? David Stewart, another foundational Black American.
How much does he have?
You know, yeah.
I'm not pocket watching like that, brother.
No, I mean
This is the craziest thing, though.
You know what else? We got Michael Jordan. You know what else? We got Oprah Winfrey.
Michael Jordan is not. Are you looking at America or the whole world?
I'm looking at the whole world. You talking about the richest Black men in the world. And it comes up with 𝗤𝗏𝗄𝗏 𝗔𝗂𝗁. But I'm saying that's one. Listen, you got Michael Ndenga with 6.9. I don't know if 𝗔𝗶𝗴𝗵𝘁𝘀𝘀𝗶cie is Nigerian. I don't know. So I can't count him. But he has 5.9 billion. Patrice Motep, that's 3.2 billion. But I'm just telling you, we got more. We're not even talking about Kanye. He's still worth $1 billion. He's still worth $1 billion.
We're talking about
LeBron James. He's worth $1 billion. Jay-Z, $1 billion.
We're talking about supposedly the most advanced economy in the world. You comparing that with a country? You comparing that with a developing country?
That has some of the smartest and most intellectual people in the world come from Nigeria. Why are y'all still sitting at a third world country?
No, hold on. Listen, we're not comparing it with America. We're comparing it with foundational Black America who live in America.
But you can't. You can't compare the
You can't compare
opportunities, is what I'm
that.
saying.
We're comparing 43 million to your 200 million in Nigeria.
No.
Okay,
You're not Nigerian,
you're comparing the
you can't
people, or
even
you're
talk.
comparing their economy.
Where are the Haitian billionaires at? You can't talk. I'm talking to Patricia.
I'm
She's
Nigerian.
Okay, so I can talk to her. You can't even enter this conversation because you're not even on the list. So let's talk to Patricia's 200 million versus our 43 million,
So
and let's talk billionaires.
So are we talking about the people right now or the economy?
We're talking
Because
about the people.
we can't talk about the people, because if we're talking about the people, we have less people to a bigger economy. But then back home, we have much more people to a smaller economy. So if we're talking about the people, you gotta consider the economy.
Yes, okay, but still, there are some people who have gained wealth in your country, Patricia.
Yes, because they invested in the right things.
You need to get out of America and take your butt and go become the next billionaire and build that thing up.
That's what I always think that is.
I mean, it wasn't. You guys act like it was easy for our people to build ourselves up
because you don't have any other country.
We wouldn't have any Michael Jordans or any Kanye West.
The reason you guys don't have that is because you don't have any other country bringing their military into your country unannounced. That's why you don't have.
Understand? We got.
So now, sister, now you're talking about the U.S. government and not FBA people.
Yeah, I'm talking about the U.S. government.
Nobody came.
Right, we're not talking about the U.S. government.
Cousin, tell her. Please tell her. Let cousin.
But the government benefits you guys.
Let me say it. I like what we're basically nicely saying is we do appreciate our foundation, our brothers and sisters in the diaspora who are rocking with us. But we really do need you all to understand when it comes to the civil rights and this fight against white supremacy, white tea supremacy, you all are decades behind us. Decades. You are not on equal par with us, but you want to act like you are.
And you're not.
Nah.
Cousin, stop lying.
I
Really?
have to disagree as well.
What am I lying about?
Yeah, really.
I mean,
what am I lying about?
If you look at like some of the countries in Africa, their struggle against that system of oppression. We're talking about like right now, in what you gonna call it? I forgot. But the French have been kicked out. A lot of
you're talking about the Sahel, Mali, Niger, Burkina Faso, all of them. That's what you're talking about right now, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And my point is that just got here in the last 2 years, didn't it? That just started in the last 2 years. I'm not going to discount the fact that there were previous leaders in these African nations who attempted to bring their people together. I'm not saying that did not happen for them.
Who unalived them?
So let me hold on. Hey, stop laying everything on the U.S. We're not in all these countries that you think we're in. Your issue is with your own colonizers. Yours is the French. Nigeria's is the British. So what the heck are you talking about? America. Go to Britain and go to France and plead your case.
No. Why is it half the world is complaining about the U.S. meddling in their affairs? We can't all be. We can't all
because
be.
the United States government has been a Western neo-colonial colonizing power for 300 years. France and England and Germany have been in there and trying to colonize.
We will take credit for Gaddafi. We know what happened to Gaddafi. And America will take credit for that.
I invite you to do two things too much. Go on YouTube, look at Bill Clinton's apology to Haiti. He talked about how he literally destroyed our farming economy. He said that.
No.
Yeah, but we don't have anything to do with what Bill Clinton did.
But y'all still revere the Clintons over there in Haiti, and they're the main ones.
He's not welcome there now. He's not welcome there now. But I'm telling you, the apology is on YouTube. He took credit. He said he apologized to the Haitian people.
I'm glad he apologized. What that got to do with us?
Because it benefited this country and everyone living in it.
But hold on, no, listen.
It didn't benefit me.
It doesn't. Listen, foundational Black Americans, we've been targeted by our own country, and we still stood on business, and we're still stronger, richer, better than ever. Okay? That's a fact. You guys don't understand. We had the Tulsa massacre. We had our Black Wall Street taken down. We've had Lake Lanier.
All our black leaders killed.
Your leaders were some of your leaders got unalive. Ours did as well. Some of the efforts you made got destroyed. Ours did as well.
Exactly. So what are you talking about? We're still here though. We're still here fighting. You're fleeing.
But you do know the difference though, right? You do know the difference though, right?
You know the difference.
Okay, you protested, you advocated for human rights and things. To some extent, there was a shift. I'm telling you, the same thing that was practiced against us is still being practiced today. At least here.
Let me ask you a question right quick, brother.
So fight.
How old are you?
I mean, I wouldn't publicize that on the app, but go ahead.
Why?
Bro, he under 40, man. He under 40. He under 40.
Yeah. I mean,
it's
brother,
the same thing every time in this particular. Listen, brother, we get it. There are certain aspects of our African brothers who do not really know foundational Black American history. Sure. And we get that. We understand that. Yeah. You've only been inundated with the media from the white man. Okay? And it's made you think a certain way. I get that completely. Okay? But when you come over here with that incomplete thought and that incomplete knowledge, but you want to say we're on the same level.
Brother, here's what we're saying. We acknowledge your struggle. And we're saying that it's not different than the struggles that we've had to face in the diaspora as well. That's all I'm saying.
No.
Okay, why are you here?
It's different.
What do you mean, why am I here?
Yes.
How is that? Migrate? Everyone migrates. Everyone. Okay. Right now, you have 2 million Americans living in Mexico. Everyone.
Your country. Why are you in our country?
Right now, brother, you have 2 million. 2 million Americans.
America.
Too much. Right now, you have 2 million Americans living in Mexico.
Hold on.
The question is, why is America called a melting pot?
Hold on. Most of you guys.
No, forget that whole melting pot.
So Too Much could claim the good as FBA.
Stop watching American news.
It was our civil rights that made it that way. It wasn't supposed to.
Listen.
Too much. Humankind have been migrating as long as we've been alive. What are you talking about?
Okay, but why? Okay.
Your country and your territory.
If you look at the history of humans, Homo sapiens was started in Africa.
Hold on. Let Shorty talk. Let Shorty.
I want to ask you, most of you guys from foreign countries come here to get a start because we fought for everything to get where it's at now. I'm 58 years old. I'm 58 years old. Listen to me. I see my parents, and I've been marching, and we marched for everything what's happened today. You guys is living off of what we struggle to get in place.
That's a lie, man. Stop lying. Everybody that come here fight for y'all. Everybody that came here fight for y'all. Y'all lying.
Let him talk.
Y'all like to take credit for something that y'all didn't do. That's why y'all ain't getting reparations.
No, that's not true. Part of what he said is true. Part of what he said is true.
Listen, what I'm saying. Listen. Hold on.
And they should get reparations just as much as we should get it from the French.
A corporation cannot give you reparations.
Can I finish?
No, please let him finish.
Okay. What I'm trying to tell you that United States accepted everybody here to get a start because we made it good for everybody else. And y'all come here to live off of what we fought for. You understand what I'm saying?
Okay, here's what I would say to that.
Y'all had a problem. We understand you had a problem.
Can I say something real quick before I forget?
You didn't make it good.
Answer your question.
Y'all didn't make the opportunity. Y'all didn't make the opportunity good like America making it good for us. And y'all is reaping off of our benefits. And once you get to the top, you take it back to your country.
Brother, everyone benefited from each other. What are you talking about?
You wouldn't be here.
One country.
You wouldn't be here. You wouldn't be here if you hadn't had a good start.
Can I say something, Shawty?
You know a country benefits from immigration? The country that they came from. So if you're over here, Haiti is benefiting from you being over here. You know what happened to Colombia? They benefit from their illegal immigrants over here in this country. They benefit with $9 million being transferred to their economy.
And you telling me that this economy did not benefit from the labor?
Can I say something?
I'm telling you that they don't need it. Like they don't need it. They got it.
Are you kidding? Whether you were here or not.
Can I
say something?
Visas. You telling me they don't need it?
Thriving with or without immigrants.
Can I say something real quick?
Yes.
To reply to Shorty tweet. It was talking about how you guys. Yes, it was talking about how FBAs struggled to gain their own to be able to be what they are today. And he's saying, why aren't we back home struggling to be what we are? And it's a simple question. You guys struggle to be what you are today, and it's still the same way. There's nobody stopping you. You guys are free now. But then, see, back when we got our independence from the British, everything was going Nigeria. Everything was going smoothly. Like our economy was good. Everything. My dad used to even tell me back in days when it was in college. College was free for him when it was back in Nigeria. It was free. But then immediately we stepped into the 2000s. It was a whole 30 years after we got our independence. They came back. Guess what? Our economy started failing. From nowhere, whatever government came in, they came back. Started looting things from us. Started taking resources from us. They came back, and our economy started failing.
Did your presidents have your presidents in the last 40 years? How much financial aid have they accepted from the IMF? And it's going to be a substantial amount, because that has been the dividing line in your countries. When you accept the aid, the financial aid from these other governments, this other banking system, you all have abdicated your ability to self-govern, build your own dollar. Put that person who revolutionizes your region, that's your first person on that money. Those are the cats that you celebrate.
Okay.
It's the IMF or the money that you're taking, because it comes with conditions.
Yep.
Every dollar comes with a condition. And when you accept those conditions, you end up hurting your people, which means your presidents, their families, their cousins, their great distant cousins, they all getting toe off. But the people are suffering.
Yep.
Can I speak on that?
Hold on real quick. I want to see what this person is done. I want him to come up in a minute. I need somebody to volunteer to drop. I'll bring you back up because I want to bring somebody.
I drop. I don't want to wake my kids up.
Okay, drop real quick and
have a good one, brother.
Have a good one.
All right.
Yeah, I'm about to drop as well, but I gotta say I really appreciate you guys. This live is much different than some of the other lives I've seen. We can agree to disagree, but no one is hostile or taking it personal.
We're trying to be respectful. We want to have a conversation.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I appreciate that, because not every live is like that.
I do appreciate this live. Actually, not every live is like this.
We have real
So man, you guys have a good one. It was a pleasure as always.
Absolutely. Come back and see
y'all.
Yes, ma'am.
You're welcome back anytime.
So let me just quickly round up what I was saying. Back when our economy was doing good, we used to export oil. I don't know if it was to the United States or whatever. We used to export oil, but then what exactly is going on in Congo right now? The United States came in and started looting the oil from us. When you look at the Niger Delta area in Nigeria, look it up. It's called the Niger Delta area. That used to be the biggest producer of oil in Nigeria. But now we have a refinery that belongs to the United States government on our land, which whatever the government is doing about that, we don't know. But then it's overworking our people, and that oil is just getting exactly what is going on in Congo happened to the Niger Delta area in the early 2000s. And after that, everything went downhill from them. The same thing I keep saying, when the United States come in, everything goes downhill. But then here is the United States. They don't have anywhere to go, and they own this place. Nothing goes downhill, because anybody that wants to come to the United States, guess what? They take care of that country. It's like they're in charge of everything.
Let me ask you a question. Do you think they do more to you than they did to us?
because they're still doing it right now, but I'm not gonna say they did to us. I feel like they did to you guys more, but it's still affecting us.
Right. But and guess what? We don't flee.
We don't flee.
But it's not affecting you right now, though. Is this
affecting us?
It's not affecting.
It's always affecting you guys the way it's affecting us right now, though.
We thrive under adverse conditions.
Yes, we do.
Okay.
That's a fact.
Yeah. Like unemployment?
There's no such thing as unemployment here. There's always
back home. There is in Nigeria, though. Like I have like cousins that literally went to medical school and can't get a job as a medical doctor. That's how bad it is at home. Like you go to college and get a good degree, even if you don't go and you have your own head work.
Yeah, you know what you do.
It doesn't progress.
You know what you do.
Open up your own clinic
because it will work. And the government is going to find a way to shut it down and open something else on there. That's how bad it is.
Listen, they took away our school. They took away our hospital. They took away our way. They took away. And guess what we did? We just built it right back up again.
Sure did.
Mm-hmm. But then when the government takes control of that land and you can't do nothing on it.
Oh no, we stand on business for our land too, baby. We stand
on business, but then there's a lot of people getting killed over that.
Listen, there was a family that had a beachfront property that was taken away from them out here in California, and they got it back.
They sure did.
They sold it back because they wanted that money. The children wasn't tied to that beachfront property like their grandparents were, but they end up selling it for it was in the millions, but it was lesser than what it was actually worth. But
it's $20 million on some land that they had already rezoned as you can't do any more commercial building here. The family said we would rather take this $20 million and split it up amongst us rather than actually go in and attempt to rezone and go through that battle in that state. But all of that land, Bruce's Beach, all of that was taken away from a black couple. That black couple died unalive or ended themselves. They were in abject poverty again. They had acres of land, multiple homes on their lands, and they were eminently domained out of their property with no recompense. And the only recompense that came was to their great-grandchildren at nowhere near the figure it should have been.
Will I say something about that?
Can I say something? I want
to jump in there because I want to say something to you because I want to say this. We had oil too when they went into Tulsa. They took that over because oil was there. Y'all think we don't have resources here.
I'm not saying that, but we
had a lot of resources here. But what I'm trying to say is that that's what they went in there and they took. Okay. And the same thing like recently with Bill Cosby. That's why they wanted his homes because he has oil under his homes presently right now. They wanted that's what they do. But what I'm saying is people what people are trying to say is when you say like the military and all of that's over there. Well, we had the military and the police to keep us in line over here. That's what people don't understand. That's the only reason why it's here. Okay? Because it's to keep us in line because we're a threat. Okay?
Hey, Patricia, can I say something, you guys?
Yeah.
Just to show how we do not give up, we do not surrender. Okay, we are still fighting. Even though we haven't won, we have not forgotten when they told us 40 acres and a mule, whether we got it or not, we are still fighting for our reparations. We may not have it yet, but we're not going to stop fighting until we get it.
We're still fighting too. It's not like we gave up.
Miss Patricia, then you
showed up over here. You gave up, man. I'm sorry to tell you.
It's not like
That is not true. Can I say something?
I have a dual citizenship. It's not like I can go back to Nigeria whenever I want to.
Can I say something?
Over here. Hold on. I'm gonna let you speak. You can't do anything over here. Your issue is over there. You gotta.
So what if I go back home?
You gotta make that poppin'.
What if I go back home though?
Go back home.
Exactly. So I can do that. So you can't just say I can't fight for here. The only reason you can say I would give up is if I decided to give up my passport to that country. That's the only.
No, ma'am,
Okay.
listen. Just because you visit like it's a vacation, that don't make it home. Home is where you are. Home is where
you see this comment in the comment sections. Nah, I'm Trump 2025. No reparations. You know, we've been hearing that since they promised us reparations. We don't give a fuck about none of that. We still coming after ours, partner. Understand that. Period.
Listen, Miss Patricia.
First of all,
listen.
the person who said that, I guarantee you're an immigrant. You're a Johnny come lately. Your family came over in the 1900s. You're not foundational to anything. So you don't know what you're talking about anyway, brother. Because you could be Trump 2025. Oh yeah, you're Haitian. There you go.
Miss Patricia.
Right there.
Yes,
we would call you Uncle Tom.
Miss Patricia.
I'm listening.
Uncle Tom in it. It's okay.
Miss Patricia.
Yes, I'm listening to you.
There's a thing called, when it comes down to us, it's called boycott.
Mm-hmm.
That means if you want something done, you get to get behind each other and demand it. Whatever it takes to get it done,
get it done.
We did. We got a lot of things. We got a lot of things back started because we boycotted.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
And if you don't know what boycott means, that means fight was. Pardon me?
I know what boycott means.
But the difference
is
they go back to Africa,
Can I just say
they would
something?
shoot them down. They're not going to shoot us down in the street for boycotting. Over there, they would shoot them down.
Hold on. Before you, I don't want you to say words that are not TikTok.
Oh, excuse me. Right. I mean, pew them down.
Yeah.
Sometime if it get that serious, you have to do the same thing back.
Yeah.
Quick, I want to hear from Iffy.
Yes, Ife.
Go ahead, Iffy. Go ahead.
Hi. I'm also someone with Nigerian ancestry. So I do appreciate Patricia and her stance on everything that she's saying. I did have a couple things to say. I wanted to kind of go back because there was something that I wanted to say about. Someone said something about Africans receiving foreign aid from the IMF and how those countries shouldn't receive them. Some African nations don't have a choice in terms of receiving the foreign aid. A lot of African nations don't even want the foreign aid. They rather the European nations just leave their country altogether. So I think it's a little bit misleading to say that but you guys received,
You know that how?
What do you mean? It's common knowledge that
No, it's not I've never seen an African return the money. Gaddafi, maybe. He returned the money.
It's not about returning money.
It's not about returning the money. It's about the fact that it's forced on them. If they don't accept it, then their country has sanctions put on them. Their country has restrictions put on them.
Russia got sanctioned, and they're doing okay.
Russia's in a war right now. I don't know if they're doing okay right now.
Bali,
Nigeria,
the Sahel.
Mali.
They have refused the international monetary funds, and their regions have come back. This was my point. This is what I was saying, sister. I wasn't saying that they didn't need the aid.
Though. They're not back completely.
Like I said,
I'm not going to say anything against those particular brothers working that region because they appear to be working for the good of their people. I'm not going to say anything against that group of them.
They're back completely.
I just felt like that statement wasn't fair because Africa has had a lot of violence when it comes to America's interference into their economy and their political
I'll
affairs.
accept that, sister. I will wholeheartedly accept that.
And I feel like I know this firsthand because like I said, I have Nigerian ancestry. My parents are Nigerian, specifically from the Igbo tribe, and we have gone through a civil war. So that is something that is very, very serious. So like I said, I feel like that is a lot of African nations, especially right now. Look at what's happening with Congo. I'm pretty sure they would want those people that are exploiting their country to leave, and they're having a very difficult time getting them out of their country.
Yes,
Because
And then I have another
doing
point.
what is necessary to get them out.
Too many cats and kittens. One at a time.
I just want to make another point. Sorry. I'm trying to do everything out. The other point that I wanted to make was that somebody said something about fleeing. My parents didn't flee Nigeria. My dad was a highly skilled worker in Nigeria making really good money, and he was asked to come to Canada. So there's a difference between people that are fleeing war, or they're fleeing poverty, or they're fleeing different circumstances in their land. And then hold on, let me just finish. And then there's people that are actually skilled people that are just looking for better opportunities. And Americans are also all over the world. There's Americans in Nigeria working, living. There's Americans in every part of this globe working and living. They're not only you guys are not only in America. So that's this false notion of you guys have never left. That's completely false.
But we're not saying that our country, we're not saying that where we're from is so great. Like a lot of people from Nigeria get on here and say how great where they're from. The people that's really just from here don't want to be anywhere else but here.
Fact.
Now, saying that your father has skill, we're not saying that he didn't have a skill, but he left there for a reason. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of Africans come on. A lot of Africans come on these.
Well, I don't think that it's a bad thing.
Let me finish. They come on these lives, right? Mm-hmm. And they talk about how great where they're from, and talk down on us like when they come here. That you come here where we're at, okay, and we're fighting here. This is the whole point of this conversation. Is that when wherever you're at, and you love it so much, and it's so great. When a place is so great, when a person gets a visa, gets a 3-year visa and never leaves, but the place where they're from is so great, they never leave and they never want to go back. And they get caught up because they didn't leave after their 3-year visa was up. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm not trying to talk down. I'm not trying to talk down on it, but what I'm saying is, you say where you're at is so great, but you come here and you never leave. Now, you say Americans are all over it? Yes, because they choose that. They're not going there for opportunity. Nope. We choose to go wherever we want to move.
Americans go to places for opportunities.
If I retire from here, if I retire from here, and I want to move to Brazil,
it's not fair.
If I want to move to Brazil, that's why I want to move to Brazil, because that's where I want to retire. If I want to retire in Thailand, but I'm not going there for opportunity to get away from what I'm fighting for here in America. I'm fighting here, but I'm retiring. Wherever I choose I want to go at, I can go, but that's not what you guys are doing.
Okay. Well, you can't
say that. You overlook that. You overlook that part.
Can I say something?
Hold on real quick, Teresa. I got to ask this question. This is a great question from the comment from Lib Todd. I don't know why his brother's named himself Lib Todd, but that's his name. He said, can you elaborate on highly skilled? What job is that your father had that was highly skilled?
My dad was an engineer. He's retired now.
Do you think if engineering would have done better to build Africa or to build Canada?
There's engineers in Nigeria. There's engineers all over Africa.
Sister, that's not answering the question. That's not answering the question at all.
What is your question exactly?
Would his skill set have been better served in Nigeria, helping his Nigerian brothers and sisters, or would his skill set have been better served helping the Queen and her company or country as called Canada?
He worked. There's plenty. Okay, so can I explain?
Sister, we know that there are engineers there, sister. That's not what I'm saying.
Don't start explaining.
It's not a yes. Okay, but can I answer? Because I feel like I say one thing and I'm getting attacked by 3 voices. I feel like the question that you're asking me is not Yes, of course. The answer is he could have stayed. He could have just stayed and helped his. But if he saw an opportunity to go to a different country and take another opportunity, that's not to say that there's